Totally forgot. Good morning and welcome to Miss Walker's Storytime. I have three stories for you. The first one comes from our very own Rockford Library. You can find it in our catalog and read it via, it's an ebook. So you can read it as an ebook instead of, since you can't go to the library and check it out. It is called Do Not Bring Your Dragon to the Library. Do not bring your dragon to the library. When you visit the library, please keep in mind, no running, no shouting to all the books, be kind. But there's one rule bigger than the rest, and it must be followed by all our guests. Do not bring your dragon to the library. A dragon is sometimes very rude beast. At story time, he'll take up 10 spaces at least. A dragon's big bottom can pack a real punch. Each time he sits down, you'll hear a great crunch. So do not bring your dragon to the library. You may ask her to come to the library to show, but trouble will start when the first song she knows. Her sweats will crowd your space with a dragon jig that has no grace. So do not bring your dragon to the library. Maybe you're thinking, don't worry, it's fine. There's plenty of space in that library of mine. Perhaps that's true, but he'll sure to ream. Then you'll be wishing you'd left him at home. So do not bring your dragon to the library. You see, aisles of books are hard to resist. She's sure to find some sections that cannot be missed. As she starts to read, she could overexcite, and then chances are her flame will ignite. So do not bring your dragon to the library. I know what you're saying is true, but leaving him home will make me quite blue. It's my favorite place. Please listen to me. My dragon would love our library. Movies, computers are places to read. Tales of heroes, adventure, of good and of greed. Cookbooks and bios. Oh, listen to my plea. May I please bring my dragon to the library? I'm afraid, my kind friend, I cannot agree. A dragon in the library, it simply can't be. But don't fret, don't frown, I have a solution. Listen to my smart substitution. Your dragon should not miss the library treasures. Just bring home some books for her reading pleasure. If you use your card often, you will very soon see that you never have to bring your dragon to the library. So that was one of our fabulous stories. The next two are coming from us from a collection called Tumble Bears. Now I'm going to show you my screen for a minute. Our Tennessee offers a wonderful thing called the Tennessee Electronic Library. And if you go there, you just have to type in TEL and it'll populate this, and you can go to students, and under this you'll find the resource, the Tumble Book Library. And when you click use this resource, it pops up and you have a whole slew of books you can read. It's really kind of cool. And this, you can access these all free along with some great other ones. So I thought I would share with you a story from there. So let me switch screens again. And the first one is an ebook from this library, and it's hopefully going to read to you. It's going to read it to you. So I'm going to push play, and then I'm going to hush my microphone so you can hear it and not me.
Every night before I go to sleep, I make a wish. Someday I want to swim with a blue whale, and every night I dream of whales. In the darkness, as I swim lazily toward sleep, tiny lights appear. They skim and swirl, violet, crimson, and gold, like stars blinking, like tiny fish twinkling in an ocean of night. I imagine myself twirling through space, deep water space. Then, only shadows at first, they appear. My dreams are filled with huge, gliding shapes, swirling in turquoise waters. Whales, blue whales. I tell my mother my wish. She doesn't laugh. Dreams come true every day, she says. But how? How could I swim with a blue whale? I know just about everything a kid can know about whales. I know that whales are mammals, not fish. They breathe air. The newborn calf, at 25 feet, will be the fastest growing creature on Earth. The mother must produce 160 gallons of milk a day to feed a baby that gains 10 pounds an hour, 250 pounds a day, a rate of growth nearly fast enough to be seen. Being big is important because bigger is warmer in the cold oceans. A blue whale's heart is the size of a car, weighing 2 tons and pumping 60 gallons of blood with each beat. The heart valves look like frisbees, and the aorta is big enough for a small black bear to crawl through. At 20 knots per hour, blue whales are the fastest swimmers in the sea. Their yearly migrations cover thousands of miles. The biggest dinosaur ever found probably weighed just over 80 tons. The biggest blue whale weighed more than twice that. She was 168 feet long and weighed about 160 tons. She was killed in 1928 by Yankee whalers in Antarctica. Before people began hunting them, blue whales knew no fear. Then humans declared war on whales. In the days before people drilled oil from the ground, lamps burned whale oil fuel. In the old days, a big whale was worth big bucks for the money its oil would bring. Men hunted whales for their baleen, blubber, and bone. Hundreds of ships full of hunters stalked whales from the top of the world to the bottom. Long ago, the seas were silent except for animals. Before big boats and the buzz of undersea cables, blue whales sang to each other from around the world. But whale songs are hardly ever heard now, except by scientists and sailors. Imagine the loudest sound you have ever heard an animal make. Then multiply it a zillion times. Male blue whales make the loudest sound of any living creature. A low, moaning song that is too far down the scale for humans to hear. It's probably used to see the ocean floor through echolocation, bouncing sound waves from the bottom of the sea. There are whale things I don't know. Marine biologists say whales live 60 or 70 years max. But 2 bowhead whales recently killed in Alaska by Eskimos had stone harpoon blades more than 150 years old buried in their flesh. What if blue whales live 100 years? 200 years? What if the whales swimming around now are the same ones hunted a century ago? I want to swim with a blue whale, but what if she doesn't want to swim with me? What if the whale thinks I am like those humans? the ones who nearly hunted her species off the face of the earth. There are no guarantees, Kai, Mom says, grinning. We'll go where blue whales might be, and we'll go swimming. The rest is up to them. No way, I shout. You're the awesomest mom in the world. During the next week, she calls around, and our journey begins to take shape. My mom's a writer, and she drives a whale research boat in Alaska. She hangs around with marine biologists. 3 biologists and their kids, including my friends Lars and Steffi, are heading to Baja, Mexico to do some research, and we can tag along. They will be taking shots of whale tails so they can track whale migration. Each whale tail is unique, like a fingerprint, and the marine biologists hope to use their photographs and videos to identify the same whales off the coast of Northern California next summer. Each morning we roll out of our hammocks. Before Mom's coffee is ready, Lars and I use binoculars to scan the bay for whales. After breakfast, the scientists take off in their panga. Lars, Steffi, and I snorkel off the rocky coast, teasing eels and small fish. In the afternoon, we swim offshore and float on soft swells. We see skates and dolphins and sea lions, but no whales. One morning, El Westa, the west wind, begins to whisper through the canyons. If El Westa blows hard, the water will be too rough for swimming, maybe for days. My mother smiles to encourage me as I shiver into my wetsuit. Mom, Lars, and I swim away from the coral-colored cliffs like dolphins into the cool Pacific water. I am resting, rocking in the sea, when Lars yells. I turn in time to see her roll, water sliding from her back like a sheet of molten silver. She is a perfect whale, deep water blue, cold water blue, blue scooped from mountaintops a mile beneath the sea. Big blue. We tread water and wait for the whale to decide. If she doesn't want to swim with me, she'll disappear. Then Big Blue breaches, all 70 tons of her rocketing from the water, then crashing down. The sound explodes, bouncing off the sandstone. My stomach somersaulting, I listen to the echo of the waters. Even though I'm paddling slowly, my heart is pounding. I am afraid. But Big Blue's not afraid. She's playing. She rolls, again, then again. Big Blue rolls 3 times before we see her tiny dorsal fin. Then she flukes. Her stocky tail looks like a giant licorice gumdrop disappearing into the sea. Has she seen us? Will she swim away? As I lose sight of her in the swell, my heart sinks. Then Big Blue is there, swimming nearby on the surface. I suck in air and dive deep into the blue silence, into her world of cold and shadow, and I am in my dream. Little dots of light turn into shimmery squid. Red ribbons are really krill, the tiny shrimp Big Blue eats, thousands at a time. Moon jellies pulsate like heartbeats through thin shafts of light. I surface in Big Blue's shadow. Her body swallows the sun. I slowly sink again. Beside her huge gaping mouth, one grapefruit eye stares at me, curious. She's smart enough to know I'm not krill, but I am scared. I ache for air. The surface calls me. I grab a breath, shake my fear, and dive again. I see the yellow knobs on Big Blue's belly, her pleated throat, the gaping cave of her mouth. She lifts her pectoral fin and glides by me. I turn to swim beside her. time stops. This moment belongs to Big Blue and me. I twirl like a manta ray in her surge, dancing in the depths of her deep blue sea. I swim until the tiny lights appear in my vision, crimson, violet, and gold, and my burning lungs force me up. I gulp air and dive again and again, but Big Blue is gone. Gone to an alien world beneath the surface, a place as dark and mysterious as our dreams. I hang suspended, peering into the depths, holding my breath, holding on to my dream, listening for a song I can never hear.
So some of the books that you
It
can
was
hear on
fun.
Tumble Bear read to you. Then I have another one. You ready for one more?
Wait a second. How about Selena? Selena, put your microphone on. Put it on.
All right, girls. I've got one more story for you.
Okay.
Here we go. Well, hold on. I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. Gotta get the right one. Here we go. All right.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Oh, you shouldn't be sleepy.
Ah.
Here we go. All right. Sloth at the zoo.
Zoo? I love zoo. Ooh.
Second. Oh, hold on. It went away. Let me find it again.
I found it.
I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Here we go.
Yes, here it is.
All right.
Hmm?
Well, I can't see the words. Hold on. Let me back up. This is not doing what it's supposed to do. All right. I'll let it read it to you.
Swalker, here it is, remember? There it is. And let's read it. Read to us. Come on. Click on it. Swalker. That's the right book. I see the right letters. I see the right book. Miss Walker. Miss Walker. I see the right book. Remember? I see the right letters. To read for us. Miss Walker?
Okay, that one is not doing what I want it to do. So I will figure that out and show it to you on Monday.
Okay.